It is with great sadness I state that Miura has passed away. I am deeply moved by the works that Kentaro has influenced, although I have never finished reading, nor have I even started reading the manga Berserk, and now I never will, because I do not wish to be attached to the arc that Kentaro meant to convey to us, because we will never see the full arc of Guts. This was not the ending that Guts deserved. The story of Berserk influenced so many mediums, ranging from Dark Souls to the Buster Blade from Final Fantasy VII, to even anime in general, and manga in general. I am deeply sorrowed by the fact that Kentaro Miura created the manga Berserk, and he was never able to finish it. As someone who creates, as anyone would, I am very sorrowed in knowing that they did not get to finish what they started. This is deeply saddening to know that Kentaro Miura will never be able to finish the manga Berserk. And even if they did continue the manga with understudies or whatever, it's not the same. It's that he conveyed this message, and then he did not get to finish telling us his story. I feel very inspired by the way he created his story, and I wanted to make a manga. I've had a story brewing in my head for many years, creating characters, creating side characters, making world building in my mind, and I feel now is the time to create that manga. I think if I should draw anything from Kentaro, it's that he started drawing from a very young age. I am not so young, and he was very good when he started drawing. I was a decent artist, but he was more concerned with manga, and I feel that was connected to what he drew. If you go back to looking at some of his younger drawings, you can see he's very good as a young artist, and now the artist he left us as was truly an impressive arc in itself. I want to get better art, and I've been in a bit of a rut for a very short time. Not so much in a rut, but more of a training arc myself. And his passing has brought me back to drawing, and hopefully I have the drawing finished here. This is the drawing I have completed, most likely, that you are seeing right now, the time lapse of it. But for the manga Berserk, it's this story of how a guy overcomes the odds, even though the world is stacked against him, literally, or hell is stacked against him. It's this feeling that I just can't get this feeling about knowing that Berserk was so great. And now the greatest irony is that it will never be finished. I know full well that Kentaro is being pushed very hard by his publishers, and he was not getting enough time to relax. But I don't want to attract to the point of like artists not to overwork themselves. It's like that message has been conveyed a lot of times in the artist community, many times, to not overwork yourself, as it should be. And it's not to say that this shouldn't be another time to express the message that people should not be being overworked. The message I am trying to convey is that Kentaro started drawing and started his story a long time ago. And I feel it is important that for many young artists, such as I and many others to start creating now, because we do not know in the future when we will die. Or anything could happen. I'm sorry, it didn't have to be that grim. But you should have expected that with my name being as it is. But yes, the fact is I've long come to terms with the fact that the mortality of men and how we will all eventually die. It is not something that we can overcome. Rather, it is something that we should work towards, knowing that we will eventually pass away, leaving a legacy. And Kentaro left a legacy. In his work Berserk, that would be his legacy towards all of us. The greatest tragedy is knowing that his legacy is left incomplete. I believe there are many works that are left incomplete, and this one is one of the more recent ones. I will end it with just stating that Kentaro Miura was a great inspiration to me, as well as to many artists. Thank you, Kentaro Miura. I hope you're playing Idol Masters up there.